Hey guys, this is Mistress Nightmare here, and today we'll be reading Chapter 5 of the Mask and Hoodie, Chapter 5 and 6. Before we get started, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. I woke up. It was 6:30 a.m. That means Hoodie and I have an hour to get ready for school. I got up and changed into a pair of black short-sleeve t-shirt with black fingerless gloves and blue jeans. I walked downstairs to see no one was awake just yet. I walked to the kitchen and started making some eggs, toast, and lastly bacon. After finishing the bacon, I saw Hoodie and Masky walking downstairs. I smiled and said, "Good morning, boys," while I was making their plates. "Good morning. What are you doing?" I heard one of them ask. I turned around and smiled, holding their plates in my hand. I was making something for us to eat. I placed their plates on the table, sat down while I had my plate in front of me. They smiled and started eating as well. "Thanks for the food. It is amazing," Hoodie says while smiling at me. "Hey, it's no trouble." I looked at the time and I noticed it was 6:45. "Hey, Hoodie, go and get dressed. We need to head to school soon." He nodded and went back upstairs to his room. A few minutes later, he came back downstairs. It was 6:50 a.m. Masky was done eating and went to the restroom. "Okay, Masky, we'll be leaving and we'll be home at 3:15. I heard him say okay before leaving the house. I had a feeling that I was happy for some reason, maybe because my stepmother was gone. Maybe it was because of Masky and Hoodie loving my cooking, or is it because I love both Masky and Hoodie? Hoodie's point of view. Darcy and I were in science class taking notes. I was sitting behind her, but I was on the right side to see her lovely face, how she paid attention to every word of the teacher. She would write down everything, what the teacher has told everyone to write down. I did as well, but I didn't really listen to the teacher, what it was saying. I was too busy looking at Darcy. After a few minutes, class was over. Everyone was talking with their friends since it was free time for a while. I started to get up and go to Darcy, but a bunch of girls came up to me and started flirting with me. "Hey, Hottie, how are you?" I rolled my eyes in disgust. "Good. Can you let me through?" I asked one of the girls. The girls frowned and asked why. "You have anything to do anyway?" "Or not really, but I would love to hang out with my friend Darcy." The girls scoffed and grabbed my arm. "Let me tell you something about her. She's a killer. The other day, her stepmom and Jonathan died the other day." I glared at them, making them shock, but only for a moment. "Oh, you have a rough side," one of them said, while placing her hand on my shoulder. I quickly pulled it off, in a vice-like grip, close to breaking it. The girl cringed in pain and said, "Ow, let me go, you creep." I let her go with a push. At this point, every girl that walked up to me looked at me scared. If I ever hurt or said anything bad or anything rude or hurtful to Darcy, I will hurt you so bad that you'll never flirt with another guy again. You got me? They all nodded. I pushed them out of my way and walked over to Darcy. Seeing that she was still sleeping, she had a peaceful look on her face. I just stared at her while she slept until it was time for the next class to start. I looked up the clock. It was 1:30. School ends about an hour. And then we'll be home after Darcy puts her iPad up. I don't have one, so I'm going to go buy fast things. I don't want to leave. I just want to spend time with Darcy. But I have to meet up with him again. Chapter 6, The Mask and the Hoodie. Hoodie and I were walking home. I couldn't wait to see Masky. It's been a long day. Seeing almost every girl wanted to. Ugh. Anyway, the two of us were walking and I noticed something. Hoodie was walking really slow. So I stopped to see what's taking him an hour to catch up to me. Hoodie, hurry up. I want to go home already. He looked up and stopped. Why is that? He looked at me confused. 'Cause it's hot and we're both wearing black. I don't want any of us to die of heat. Speaking of which, aren't you hot? He shook his head. You get used to it when you wear a hoodie every day. I rolled my eyes. Can we please just hurry? I said, grabbing his hand. It was warm. It was covered with cuts, making it feel like leather. I blushed and dragged him home. Time skip. When we got home, I saw another car in the driveway. I ran up to the house, leaving Hoodie behind. But when he saw the car, he ran over to it. When I got inside, I saw Masky, my stepbrother, and him with my father. Masky didn't have his mask on because of this. Oh, there's my little girl, my dad said, getting up and went to give me a hug, but I backed away. What are you doing here? Both of you? Why you guys are here? My father and stepbrother looked at me. You know about Mom, right? My brother asked. Yeah, I know what happened to Grace. She died by a killer yesterday while I was on my way home. What about it? My father looked at me. Honey, I am not your honey. I am not your little girl. I am not yours anything. You left me here with her. She got drunk so many times and abusing me. I will never forgive you two like that. Like I did Grace. Unless you're here to tell me something. I care about leaving. And never come back. I don't want to see your faces in this household. I said, walking over to Masky, Hoodie following. Look, Darcy, I know that you're mad at us, but we have to take you home. You can't stay here. You will have to leave with us. I looked at him in shock and before shaking my head. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Who says? Says your mom. She's dead, so everything she says is past meaning nothing. I am not going with you no matter what you do. Now leave or else I'll call the cops. Based on the criminal records they have on you guys, they'll think that you killed Grace. My dad looked at me with shock and anger. You better get in the car now or with all your things. I glared up at him. Before glancing at Hoodie, he had a gun on his belt. I pulled it out, holding it behind my leg. Not a chance in a killer's life. My dad glared at me. Why, you piece of bang, was all I could hear throughout the house. I shot my dad in the head, killing him. And then I looked over, and I saw my brother. He was scared when I pointed the gun at him. He put his arms up. Darcy, look, I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I cocked the gun. Please, Darcy, don't do this. I am sorry. I glared at him. It's too late to say I'm sorry. Now, say hi to Grace for me, Fred. Bang. Thus, both males are dead on the floor. Can you please get rid of them? I asked Hoodie and hid the gun for a while. They both nodded and hurried, placing by them and playing the ground, cleaning the gun before heading back to clean up the blood. After everything was done, a knock came from the door, and I opened it.